It was said that man has universal dominion over all elements of creation. The freedom and free will can be said to be described as a cool wind that blows from the north to the south through the east and the west. So were my people in the days of freedom. They lived and coexisted with each other over the years, and time passed from generation to generation, and they all lived happily without prejudice and fear. The mark of division among my people was the lines of the river lines and the heights of the mountains, in between different communities, not tribal, ethnic, religion, and socio-political differences. Unexpectedly, here comes the mother called civilization and socialization, all in the disguise for help and socio-cultural development. Instead, it was an exchange for our moral heritage, devaluation, and also for our natural and human resources. What a paradox. On a bright sunny day of October 1st, 1960,
Nigeria's independence was long anticipated. Several groups were formed in several parts of the country and in the diaspora with a view to raising awareness on the need to grant independence to Nigeria and allow the country to be governed by the indigenous people of Nigeria. Representations were made to Britain with reasons carefully advanced on why Nigeria should be granted independence. In the course of the agitation, Ghana was granted independence in 1957, and this acted as a morale booster for next-door Nigeria. Nationalists from Nigeria continued in their agitation for the extension of the same gesture to Nigeria. Eventually, the agitations began to yield fruit. Britain agreed to grant independence to Nigeria. Discussions were made and modalities set in place for their declaration of independence. As at 1958, a date had been fixed for the official handover of Nigeria to Nigerian citizens. That date was 1st October 1960.
The independent acclaimed Freedom Day gave birth to the modern day slavery and the powerful minority to determine the mercy and fate of the social, economic, and political cultural will of a majority in the system of government called democracy, also known as the demon craze. June 12th was the first annulment and the aborted hope of the majority for a freedom and deliverance from the demon crazed gladiators.
Persons or bodies that had genuine interest in the election. Instead, we are being told that the judiciary behaved so badly that I, Moshood Kashima Wolawale Abiola, should be penalized for his conduct. It is incredible. In view of all this, I find the conclusion unfortunate but inescapable that the federal military government is guilty of bad faith.
On the 20th of October 2020, a young lamb in the lion began deeper lamentation for the freedom with a digital voice, crying and agonizing, "End SARS, end bad government, end police brutality."
What do we want? Answer! What do we want? Answer! What do we need? Answer! What do we need? Answer!
There's hope for us all. We'll defend our land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there.
But again, the wild wind of democratic beasts to the silence and cry to the voice of the lamb. The beast devours our own at the Lekki Toll Gate in gross darkness and national candlelight, leaving blood and sorrow as their trademark. As it says, the fallen heroes and heroine shall be in vain. On 25th February 2023, the lion and the lamb roars heavily from the deepest, darkest dark. Scars of unbearable pain, sorrows, poverty, bad government, corruption, and underdevelopment, with the civic duty of a Nigerian, was carried out, unjust and corrupted by the old wheel, blooded democratic beast. Who shall come to save us? Will our taskmaster shows us mercy until there is no more significance in the color of our skin to determine our values? I have a dream that the old Nigeria will pass away, where the glory of peace, unity, love, and justice shall reign. In the heart of the African, a democratic process in the soul of all men across all the nations of the world.